The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Kill.
I got you, boy. Check.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, Kamara. Nice move at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Toss play, Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. His throw incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
36 to Mike. Here we go. Mike, Mike, 36.
74. You ain't
got nothing. Check. Crunch.
Hey, Echo.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He juked him, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
To throw is Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. K-Wad short. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Win 5-3. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15 line.
53. It's our field. It's our field.
And ready?
Off the play fake. Patterson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Get it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Second and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. They're by the wayside.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Next extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake. Wentz. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Let's go. Come on, dude. Two Jack.
52, right 52.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Kill. 5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Hey. High 7.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
5-7. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Here we go. Push.
Working from the gun. Wentz. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Come on, fellas.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Jack.
81. Here.
We got motion. Back up.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Wentz again. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Wentz. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's Sunday.
Let's find 7.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready to break.
53, check 53. What's the run? They're running it.
Hey, dude.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. 6-man.
Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Some extra space following the display of power down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 44, Wentz gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
82.
Wentz now to throw. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On play action, Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Wentz steps away to his left. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz for the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rush, he's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 84 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And that's caught inside the 30. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the third quarter, the line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
74. Hey, exit.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Rolling to it. And it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Any weapon.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards. Good for a Panther first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe this in it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Blue draw focus.
56.
Operating from the gun. Patterson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Patterson, and he's got his target. That's more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Y'all playing the wrong football. That's it, baby. We go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Patterson. Man open, Rice. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you want it. You was lit, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not stable, You liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the wrist, watch out.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my